Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The 2024 Hunter's Breakfast, provided by Watch Your Fire and Rescue, is this Saturday, October 26th, at the Watch Your Fire Station from 7 to 11 a.m. They'll have sausage, bacon, eggs, pancakes, biscuits, and gravy, and carry-out is available. Everyone is welcome, and a free will donation will be accepted. For the 2024 Watch Your Fire and Rescue Hunter's Breakfast this Saturday morning from 7 to 11 a.m. at the Watch Your Fire Station. The City of Sigourney will be accepting bids for the removal of snow. All sealed bids must be received by 4 p.m. on Monday, November 4th at the City Clerk's office at 100 North Main in Sigourney. Interested parties will be responsible for snow and ice removal from the sidewalks listed on the screen, as well as all the steps into the Memorial Hall. The snow and ice must be removed in a timely manner and according to the City Code of Ordinances. The successful bidder will be responsible to purchase ice melt and provide any equipment used. You may review a copy of the contract by contacting the City Clerk at City Hall. The Albia After Prom Haunted House is open Friday and Saturday nights in October from 8 to 11 p.m. Admission is just $10. Free parking at the Monroe County Fairground in Albia. It's the Albia After Prom Haunted House. Fridays and Saturdays in October from 8 to 11 p.m.
We hope to see you there.
Enchanted Events Venue of Sigourney presents a formal dinner and silent auction fundraising for the children on Saturday, October 26th. Benefits go to funding for school supplies, winter clothing, and holiday gifts for students in need at Pekin, Sigourney, Keota, and Tri-County schools. Donations for area food pantries will also be accepted at the door. Cost is $25 per person at the door, or a table of 8 for $200. Donations are being accepted for the silent auction. Enchanted Events Venue is located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149 at 20595 255th Street. Fundraising for the children formal dinner and silent auction is Saturday, October 26th from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Reserve your seats today. Adam Clark for Sheriff. Veteran Integrity Leadership. Adam Clark, candidate for Keokuk County Sheriff, is a native of Keokuk County. He's devoted his adult life to service at both the national and community levels. In addition to his service as a law enforcement professional, Adam works extensively with local youth programs and is actively involved in the community. Some of Adam Clark's initiatives are to strengthen the Keokuk County Sheriff's Department. He wants to collaborate with communities countywide and work to establish a school resource officer. Vote Adam Clark for Sheriff at the general election November 5th. Delta Fire and Rescue presents the Delta Haunted House at 109 North Center Street in Delta. Admission is just $10 per person. The Delta Haunted House is open each Friday and Saturday throughout October and on Halloween night from 8 to 10 p.m. Food and drinks will be available for purchase, and now accepting cash and most major credit cards. It's the Delta Fire and Rescue Delta Haunted House, Fridays and Saturdays in October and on Halloween night.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
I am your host. Good morning. Hello. Greetings. It is 7:03 on your Tuesday morning, 56 degrees. A little bit of rain around our area. Thanks for tuning in on this Tuesday. Again, October 22nd. Doing the morning wake up. It's always brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery. Also home to Autumn Acres. You can experience the color at Stam's. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, and closed on Sundays. They are located along Highway 92, just east of Oskaloosa. So check that out, Stam Garden Center and Nursery and Autumn Acres. We come to you from the Oski Dental Studios. Give them a call. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster, 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider, and they're located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Hey, let's jump into that forecast. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney. Showers are likely today, maybe a thunderstorm before 8 a.m. Then some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm between 8 to 9 a.m. Otherwise, after that, we'll gradually clear off today and a high in the upper 70s. Rain chance at 60%, and winds could gust up today to about 25 miles per hour. For tonight, we'll have clear skies, a low of 49, winds gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunshine, a high of 65, north winds again gusting up to 20 miles per hour, but cooler tomorrow. Again, today's high 79, tomorrow's high of 65. Wednesday night will be clear, a low down to 37. And Thursday, another slight chance of some showers and sunshine in 72. Current conditions here in southeast Iowa, we have humidity at 65%, winds are southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The barometer, 29.94, dew point at 46, and currently here in the Oski Dental Studios, we do have, according to the National Weather Service equipment, 56 degrees in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Your weather brought to us by the Garden Gate. Earlier this morning, we put up our This or That. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. And definitely Halloween related. We're going to get into some Halloween stuff over the next few days. This or That is caramel apples or candy corn. Which one are you going with? Do you want to lose a tooth biting into a caramel apple? or do you want to cause a cavity with some candy corn? Some people just despise candy corn, and I don't know why. I think it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, it's kind of like chewing on plastic, but caramel apples or candy corn, I'm good with either one on these, actually. I like caramel apple or caramel. Do you say caramel? Are you fancy and say caramel? Caramel apples or candy corn are This or That. That goes up every weekday at 6 a.m. on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Our question of the day comes up at noon today. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa. They're located at 202 North Main in Sigourney. What is the biggest lie you have ever heard? What do you think? Did somebody say that they loved you way back when and they really didn't? Did a politician say something that wasn't true? I mean, we've heard that a lot. So what's the biggest lie that you've ever heard? Maybe Santa? I mean, if you're a little kid watching right now, Santa is totally real. But, you know what I'm saying. What's the biggest lie you've ever heard? Our question of the day brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. That goes up at noon today on Facebook. Let's turn our attention to the For the Fun of It tournament for October. We are in the final week of this tournament. Scary movie characters, sponsored by Mayhem Haunted House in Ottumwa. That goes through the first weekend in November. I don't know what that noise is that I just made, but it was supposed to be scary. Hannibal Lecter versus Freddy Krueger is our current matchup. It goes until 6 p.m. this evening. Give the thumbs up for Hannibal the Cannibal, or a heart for Freddy and his gloved, knife glove thing that he wears. So Hannibal, Freddy, your current matchup. I think Freddy has the lead right now. We'll see if he can maintain that until 6 o'clock this evening. Let's take a look at our brackets. So far, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Jaws have all moved into the Final Four. Freddie could possibly be the next one to join them. So you've got some great matchups. Jason versus Jaws. Jason. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So Jason versus Jaws in the Final Four. Then you have Michael Myers possibly against Freddy Krueger. Those are some good matchups. I like how this has turned out. So that's your tournament this month, sponsored by Mayhem Haunted House in Ottumwa. Yesterday, we posted our weekly top 20. And surprise, Anthony Schilling. Oh, Mark. Anthony at number 1. 12 weeks at number 1. This is getting ridiculous. Somebody needs to stop this madness. You need to like, comment, and share absolutely everything that I post to beat this guy. Or is he just unbeatable? I don't know. Anthony Schilling, number 1 again. 12 weeks in a row. So he is number 1. Bubby has the number 2 spot. Got Curtis, Jane, Dan, Levon, Stacy, Nancy, Sherry, and Lacey rounding out the top 10. So those are your top 10. Anthony Schilling, number 1 again. Let's see here. Coming up tonight here on Steve Shetler Media, we are going to take the party to Bridget's Public House in Oskaloosa. We got a couple weeks left on Tuesday Night Tune-Up, TNT, talking racing. Safe Grafke is your host. That starts at 7 o'clock. We're live at Bridget's Public House, that Irish pub and restaurant in Oskaloosa. Make sure you check that out. It's a great place, great atmosphere for the show. So that's live at 7 o'clock this evening. Stop into Bridget's. If you want something to eat and drink, watch the show live and in person. Or just watch it right here on Steve Shetler Media. We'll be talking racing tonight. Again, that's for a couple more weeks, tonight and next week, and then we'll wrap it up for the year. Coming up on Friday, we will have our Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired in Sigourney. Mike Walsh, that's who you're looking at there. Mike Walsh doing a live interview and live music this Friday, 11:30 to noon at Barnwired. Again, check it out in person if you'd like, or watch it live here on Steve Shetler Media. Friday night, we've got football playoff action. Pekin Panther football. They are 7-1. They're a top 10 team, and they are having a great year. They again went 7-1 in the regular season. They now host North Lynn in playoff action on Friday night. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock for the kick. Josh, Zach, and I will have the call of the game for you live from Pekin High School. So make sure you tune in for the playoffs against North Lynn with Pekin football this Friday night. Saturday morning, we'll get up with the sports section live from Brothers Market. We've got Coach Weber and Coach Jensen from Pekin and Sigourney Keota. And still waiting to confirm a third guest for Saturday morning. So make sure you tune in. Again, that's something you can stop in at Brothers Market. Plenty of people do their grocery shopping on Saturday morning. It's funny because I've said this before, but some people just are on a schedule like you wouldn't believe. When I'm at Brothers Market, I know I'm going to see certain people at certain times coming in on Saturday morning to get their groceries. It's just the way it is. It's just the way people work. So if you're one of those people, or if you just want to pop in and get some groceries while we're doing the show, do it. Come on in, stop by, watch some of the show live and in person if you would like. Let's jump to our community calendar. Coming up this evening, we've got the Mahaska Free Clinic. That is put on by Free Clinics of Iowa and Love Inc. of Mahaska County. Check-ins are welcome from 5:30 to 6:30 at 408 South 11th Street in Oskaloosa. So check that out. At Mahaska Free Clinic going on. Also coming up tonight at one of our sponsors, James Family Greenhouse in Sigourney. They've got a pumpkin arrangement class. They're calling it a ladies' night out for tonight at 7 p.m. Make your own pumpkin arrangement, $25 per person. But if you want to do that, that's coming up tonight, 7 p.m. at James Family Greenhouse. And then also coming up this weekend, Sunday, the Keota Fire Department has their breakfast. Free will donation, dine in or carry out from 6 a.m. to noon. That is Sunday with the Keota Fire Department. They've got all the good stuff for breakfast. They've got a silent auction taking place, so some stuff on our community calendar. I think that does it for that section of the show. Hope you're off to a good start on this Tuesday. It's 7:14 and 55 degrees. And, we didn't do birthdays. Why did I want to skip over birthdays again? I did this yesterday. Why? Why did I do that? Happy birthday. By the way, I'm looking at the comments right now, and I see this scam account called Johnson Robert with some fake comment. Wow, I love what you shared. You seem like a nice woman. Okay, freak. He is now blocked. Okay, so goodbye, Robert. Or Johnson, whatever your name was. Let's take a look at our birthdays for today. Brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, the realtor. Go to hometown-re.com for more information. Hometown birthdays. Got Deborah, or Debbie, Cedral from Oskaloosa, from Debbie's Celebration Barn, and formerly Debbie's Merle Norman. Deborah Cedral with a birthday today. We've got Clint Weber, Coach Clint, with a birthday today. Coach Weber from Pekin, a birthday today. And Colton Tompkins with a birthday today as well. By the way, I'm hearing some rumbling off in the distance, so we must be getting some rain right around our area. Celebrities for today, celebrity birthdays for today. We've got Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, turning 86 years old today. We've got actor Jeff Goldblum, the tall, lanky guy from the Jurassic Parks movies, turning 72 today. Actor Bob Odenkirk, Saul from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Bob Odenkirk is 62. We've got figure skater Brian Boitano turning 61. Baseball's Ichiro Suzuki turning 51. Actor Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Believe he's from Modern Family. Is that the show? I think so. He is 49. And then Zach Hansen, the drummer for the brother trio Hansen, is 39. So those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Okay, now you can see me. Hi. On this date in history, again, October 22nd for today. On this date, 1836, Sam Houston was inaugurated as the first constitutionally elected president of the Republic of Texas. Sam Houston back in 1836. It was on this date, about 100 years later, 1939, the very first televised football game took place. It was the Eagles versus the Dodgers. Football. Yes, there was a team called the Dodgers for football at that point in time in 1939. Very first televised football game. On this date, 1948, the Xerox machine made its debut. It was on this date in 1962, President Kennedy announced a naval blockade of Cuba. It was on this date in 1967, the Apollo spacecraft returned safely, splashing down in the Atlantic Ocean. And then on this date in 1981, the U.S. national debt topped $1 trillion. Yeah! Great time in history. Now, I don't even know what the national debt, how many trillions of dollars are we in debt now? But hey, we can keep funding other countries. Today is National Tavern-Style Pizza Day today. So go to your favorite tavern and have some pizza and celebrate it. It's National Make a Dog's Day. So if you have a dog, make sure you do something to make that dog's day. It's National Color Day, and it's National Nut Day. Sometimes you feel like a nut. I never feel like eating nuts. I don't like nuts. Sometimes you don't. It really sounds like it's raining right outside of the Oski Dental Studios here in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Let's take a break. I might take a peek outside and see what's going on weather-wise. Let's hear from our sponsors, including our headliner, Stam Garden Center and Nursery.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Oski Fasati Cranberry Wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a seasonal fizzy wine that delivers a tart cranberry punch with a smooth and sweet finish. It's a great aperitif before dinner and can be used as the main wine during dinner. It's also perfect for toasts when you are entertaining. Make your fall entertaining special this year with Oski Fasati Cranberry from Tassel Ridge Winery. Oski Fasati Cranberry is available at the winery and at many of our nearly 400 retail outlets in Iowa. If you don't see Tassel Ridge Oski Fasati Cranberry wine in your favorite store, ask the manager to get it for you. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa, and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website at tasselridge.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Bridget's Public House is an Irish pub located at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Bridget's Public House hopes you find it a warm, welcoming space that also serves delicious, unique Irish-based options created in their kitchen. And don't forget a cold beverage of choice. Located just off the square next to True Value. Come in and check out the unique decor at Bridget's Public House while enjoying a beverage or food. Follow Bridget's Public House on Facebook and stop in person at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. That's Bridget's Public House. Locally owned and operated. Hey, we are going to be stopping by in person at Bridget's Public House in Oskaloosa tonight for Tuesday night tune-up at 7 o'clock. So make sure you stop in or watch live here on Steve Shetler Media. Hey, we are doing the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's do some things you need to know. Some things you need to know. A new lawsuit claiming that Sean Diddy Combs is even creepier than we thought. A new lawsuit claiming that he raped a 13-year-old girl. Diddy. Boy, it's really raining outside. Just listening to it right now. Yeah, some heavy rain here in Sigourney, which much needed rain coming through eastern Iowa right now. Pink. If you're a Pink fan, you are disappointed, and I saw this on Facebook here over the last couple of days. Pink canceling some shows in the Midwest. She says, quote, due to reasons beyond our control. What does that mean? She promises to reschedule shows in Lincoln, Nebraska, Sioux Falls, Milwaukee, and Des Moines as soon as possible. So If you're a Pink fan, you have to tap the brakes. That show on hold for now. How about Rosie O'Donnell? Her eldest daughter was arrested in Wisconsin and is facing felony child neglect and drug possession charges. Now, in Rosie's words, she says, quote, "Sadly, this is not news for our family." So evidently they knew about this stuff and just weren't doing anything about it. Okay, Rosie O'Donnell. Let's go to the U.S. Postal Service. They have reached a tentative agreement with the 200,000 members of the Mail Carriers Union. One of the big wins for the workers is that all new vehicles must have air conditioning. I mean, shouldn't that just be basic normal stuff for vehicles to have air conditioning for our postal workers? I guess that's new. A little update on that funeral home in Poland. They're apologizing after a body they were transporting slid out of the hearse and landed in traffic. We talked about this yesterday. That's just horrible. The countdown to Christmas is underway on the Hallmark Channel. 41 new holiday movies being thrown into the mix. 41 is kind of a weird number. Why didn't they just stop at 40 or go all the way to 50? I mean, that's how my brain works. But 41. So if you get to if you've watched 40 new Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel, you're like, I can do it. I can do one more. We can do 41. So there you go. No surprise from a new study that shows that the average American consumes 36,000 grams of sugar per year. That's equivalent to nearly 80 pounds of sugar that we eat each year. And if you like to eat pizza, there's a place in New York you should try out. The 50 Top Pizza Awards, based in Italy, have named the pizza you get at the Una Pizza Napoletana in New York City's Lower East Side the best pizza in the world. So congratulations to Una Pizza Napoletana in New York City as the best pizza in the world from those awards in Italy. So yeah, it reminds me of in the movie Elf when he's the best cup of coffee in the world, the best coffee in the world. Should we get let's do this. I was gonna get weird, but we have to do this. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question. 60% of people over the age of 60 say they still use what? But only 30% of people under the age of 30 do. What? This is worded weird. 60% of people over the age of 60 say they still use what? But only 30% of people under the age of 30 still do. That's worded weird. I apologize, but we'll get to the answer here momentarily. Bubby, good morning. Dan, Patrick, Dixie, Renee. Your grandpa? Great-grandpa's name is Freddy Krueger. Was he a burn victim, Renee? Did he have a glove with knives? Sandy, good morning. Nancy, Sherry, my number one fan, Anthony, in the comments. Good morning to you guys. Today's impossible question, again, it's worded really poorly. 60% of people over the age of 60 say they still use this item, but only 30% of people under the age of 30 still use this item. What are we talking about? A bar of soap. So older people still like to use a bar of soap. Younger people, not so much. So bar of... Do you use a bar of soap? I do. I don't do the spongy thing. I don't do the little soap in the sponge thing. That's too girly for me. Shall we get weird?
That is weird.
Let's get weird. San Francisco is a step closer to modernizing their rail system, the Muni rail system, and getting rid of some very old technology. The San Francisco Chronicle reports the San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency Board has approved a $212 million contract for a modern train control system. It seems that they have been running on the same system since 1998 that still uses floppy disks. Again, that is the rail system in San Francisco, still using floppy disks. I mean, I don't like change. I resist change, but I wouldn't still be using floppy disks. That's kind of crazy. This is going to be our weird news story of the day. That'll go up at 1 o'clock today. A Marine Corps veteran alleges that she was booted from a Delta flight last week for wearing a shirt calling for an end to veteran suicide. This is according to multiple media reports. Catherine Banks saying that the incident occurred Wednesday as she wore a shirt that read, "Do not give in to the war within. End veteran suicide." Now, a male flight attendant came by and told her that her shirt was offensive, and she ended up getting booted off the plane. Now, a while later, they did let her back on. She tells NBC that they eventually let her get back on the flight, but she had to sit in the back like there was something wrong with her shirt that was saying to end suicide, and missed a connection because of the delay. So hopefully there's a giant lawsuit there. That's ridiculous. Again, she was kicked off a plane for wearing a shirt saying, "Do not give in to the war within. End veteran suicide." Stupid. Again, that'll be that full story will go up at 1 o'clock today on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Let's go to the holes on Florida's riverbanks. Wildlife officials in Florida say mysterious holes appearing along the banks of the state's freshwater rivers have been identified as the work of invasive fish. The Florida Fish, or as my dad would say, fish. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's Research Institute, that's a mouthful, said on social media that the holes have, quote, become a common sight, and they basically are catfish condos for invasive armored sailfin catfish, where they burrow the holes as nesting sites where the catfish protect their eggs and young. So, catfish holes, catfish condos in Florida. Let's go to Texas. Police in Texas are attempting to solve the mystery of a large safe that was dumped on the side of the road. The county sheriff's office in Texas said the locked safe was found on the cul-de-sac of Stevens Parkway and Sam Houston Way in the San Antonio area. Witnesses described the person who dumped the safe as being between the ages of 50 and 60. He's a male driving a newer model Chevy Silverado. They say the driver exited the truck, pulled a large combination safe from the bed of the truck, dumped it on the side of the road, and then left. For some reason, the contents of the safe remain a mystery, so that mystery safe dumped on the side of the road in Texas. Finally, let's go to Idaho in our weird news today. An Idaho man who already holds a ton of Guinness World Records. In fact, he's the guy that holds the most concurrent Guinness World Records, strengthened his claim with that position by breaking the record for the farthest distance to blow a playing card. Why are these records? Who cares? This guy blew a playing card. Let's see here. He beat the previous record by 12 feet. Again, blowing a playing card, why is that even a record to break? He also has the record for the farthest distance to blow a pea at nearly 85 feet. I wonder if he has like a watermelon seed blowing record, because I could challenge him for that. I am known for my ability to blow a watermelon seed. Oh, if Neil Crott was here, we'd be in trouble. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. In some disorder today, is that a salmon up your sleeve, or are you just happy to see me? A man from Wales has been fined for smuggling a salmon up his sleeve. His last name is Samuel, 64 years old, spotted by an angling club member catching and taking the salmon from their fishery in West Wales after using illegal tackle. Now, the man was confronted about this. He was trying to slip away while hiding the fish up his sleeve. However, the head of the fish was popping out of the arm of his sleeve, so he didn't get away with it. A salmon up the sleeve, the old salmon up the sleeve trick. Should we do something that might make you smile?
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile is brought to us by our good friends at Lifetime Dental Solutions, and they have solutions for every dental problem and every dental budget. Lifetime Dental Solutions, Dr. Stacy Freeze. Give them a call at 115 South Jefferson in Sigourney. Something to make you smile. Again, we'll post this story in its entirety coming up at 7:45 this morning here in just a few minutes. And this is a long story, so I'm not going to give you the whole thing. I'll just give you a teaser for something to make you smile, some good news. As they say, it was a typical Wednesday evening for Noland Kialana, who was fixing his truck at his grandparents' house when he received an alert on his phone about a 17-year-old missing off of the Honolulu coast. Kialano, who has been a lifeguard on the Honolulu Ocean Safety Department for 16 years, was off duty that night, so he could have just blown the whole situation off. His wife then called him to tell him it was their friend's son who was missing. So that's when he jumped into action. Now, if you want to get this full story, I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you want to get this full story of the good news, you know it's going to end good. So you got to check it out. I'll post this here on my Facebook page here shortly at about 7:45. That's something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. Let's wrap this up with some duh.
Duh.
In the duh. Well, we all make a typo every once in a while when we're typing. We misspell something. But there was a music festival going on called When We Were Young Festival. The thing is, the T-shirts made up for this festival were all screwed up. Several designs of the official merchandise for the Live Nation Entertainment promoted event. So again, it was put on by Live Nation. So big money behind this event, big artists at this event. But the official T-shirts for this event were all screwed up with typos. And the thing is, the bands, they had bands like the All-American Rejects, New Found Glory, We Are the In Crowd, Sleeping with Sirens, Armored for Sleep, bunch of bigger bands. So this wasn't just some rinky-dink little outfit that was going on. This was big money, big bands, and the T-shirts were filled with typos. And the weird thing was, some different shirts had different typos. So it's like they were going out of their way to misspell the band's names on this festival T-shirt. The festival, again, called When We Were Young. Full of typos. So they get the duh.
Duh.
Let's take one last look at our forecast for today. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. We are seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms moving through our area here in southeast Iowa today. We will gradually clear off today, and a high of 79. Going to cool down to a high of only 65 for tomorrow. Again, we do thank Stam Garden Center and Nursery, located just east of Oskaloosa on Highway 92, for being our headline sponsor. Experience the color with Stam's, and also check out Autumn Acres during the fall season. And we thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. Give them a call, schedule an appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. Video-wise, let's take a look up at our schedule for today. It's a Tuesday in remembrance of, coming up at 8 a.m. as it does every weekday morning. What's happening? We'll have our community calendar, What's Happening in Southeast Iowa, at noon today, and it'll be full of different events, different things going on in Southeast Iowa that you'll want to be aware of. Successful Farming coming up at 5:30, and then at 7 o'clock tonight we'll be live from Bridget's Public House in Oskaloosa for TNT Tuesday Night Tune-Up, as we've got a couple of weeks left of our racing program for this year. Again, stop into Bridget's or watch it live here on Steve Shuttler Media. Otherwise, that is going to do it for today. Good morning, Tracy, my sister in the comments, Judy and Jackie. So you guys have a great day. Hey, thankful for the rain this morning. Looks like it may have moved out of Sigourney right now, so heading east on that. Currently 53 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney. You guys have a great day. Be safe, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.